Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, is Zephaniah, Yahawah, Yasha'Allah, a.k.a. Yah-Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High, Mighty One God of Israel, coming from Sith Lord Tiger School of Truth with the day's lesson, the original natural order, basic cycle of time, killing Esau's satanic time system, day and night, two separate cycles. Because what's going on? This something I've been meditating on for a long time. Since I came to the truth, I never just took time out to meditate on it and put a class together. So basically, this killing Esau's satanic time system, because brothers still hooked on Esau 24-hour time cycle. They still leaning on that. You know what I mean? So I'm coming here today. I told you, Esau, any lies you got scientifically, I'm coming to chop the head off of it. Brothers not, they running from Esau's science. I'm not. I told you, I'm coming for you. So this class today is going to destroy that 24-hour time cycle. Cause I went to Ocean City. Me and my family went to Ocean City during the summertime. So what gave me the understanding on the evening was when we was coming back, it was this long stretch of road with an open sky, no buildings, nothing blocking the horizon, none of that stuff. It showed me the phases. It showed me the phases. It was pitch black over here, which is midnight, or the night, wee hours, whatever you want to call it, but in the Bible it's called midnight. Then right here you had the twilight, where it's sky, where it's like that light blue when the stars first appear. Then right here it's that red hazy, where it's light mixed in with dark. Right here, that's the end of the evening. And then right here, it was lighted, it was lit up. So that gave me the understanding on the evening. So when I came back, I told my little cousin, who I'm hand feeding this truth. Then he confounded me with a question. He said, so the morning time is so when is the morning? So the morning is at night? Like that. So I had to think about it like he right. And it confounded me to the point it made me meditate hard to put the class together. It's something different vaguely meditating on stuff, and then meditating on it to put a class together. Know what I mean? I seen brothers proudly tell people the new day start at sundown. When you think about it, how is that possible? How is that possible when how is that possible when, okay, you spent all day during the day working, doing this, that, and the third, and then when it's time for rest, another whole day starts at night, and then the sunrise don't happen until the middle of the day. If the day, Esau say the new day start at 12, which I'm gonna show that's satanic. Israelites, brothers saying the new day start at sundown. So if it started sundown, then that means the middle of the day When the sun come up in the morning, then what's that? The middle of the day? I mean, brothers don't think. They running that scripture evening to evening. Where it say that at, brothers? Brothers and sisters? It don't say that. So, for this class, what you need attentive ears, you need your pen, your paper, your Bible, your Apocrypha, or your 1611, your compact Bible dictionary, man, and an open mind and listen. We just took a step forward in understanding. I'm about to destroy ESAU science, man. Like I keep saying. I did an Israelite earth jump breaking down this earth. Now I'm about to break down this satanic time scale. I'm about to destroy this stuff, man. I'm sick of ESAU lies, man. The Most High ain't wake me up to be no weak Israelite. You know what I mean? I understand what my role is to do. It's my role to clean up what brothers running from, to come clean that up. Clean brothers got false understandings on scriptures. Come clean that up. Because anything that I ever told, if it was off, I clean it up. If I mention something, because a lot of stuff, some stuff you done brought out in the class, you probably didn't really go search that out or whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know, so you bring it out. Like one time, I was doing a class about, I did a class about, I think it was in my captivity, one of my series of milk classes. And I mentioned something about the golden calf. But that's what the caption said on that chapter. So that must have stuck in my mind. Because during the class, I just said the calf. And then I heard me saying a golden calf one time. I seen the elder bring out a class debunking that. Or going in on the golden calf. I ain't never really meditated or studied that. So basically the scripture was saying they was going into idolatry. You know what I mean? If they made a golden calf from that. So it made me go meditate on it. And I, you know, I ain't go back and look at the class on that. But I don't just say, oh, he wrong. He don't know what he talking about. None of that. I go look it up to see if I was off, because a lot of stuff you bring out during a class, you might got 100% of that class, but you might bring something out in it that you didn't really search out yet. And it could be off. So, you know what I mean? And brothers, I seen a debate yesterday, day before yesterday. Two Israelite brothers was debating. One of them was saying evening to evening was the new day, and is a day. And the other brother said morning to morning is a day. Both of them understandings is off. Both of them Jones off. And I can tell they don't really know the scripture. Brother, the evening brother kept talking about it's many scriptures support that. What? It ain't no scriptures that support evening to evening is a day, Negro. So, brothers and sisters, we about to take a step forward. This a ride. I'm going to take this class slow. I don't know if I'm going to have to make a part 2. But get your pen, your tentative ears, your pen, your paper, your Bible, your Apocrypha, or your 1611. You know what I mean? And let's go. Let's go. We about to get into it. I'm about to chop this stuff up. First, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High YAHAWAH, the God that created the heavens and the earth, the God you should fear. Thank Him for the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding. the faith, the grace, and the mercy. You know what I mean? And all the blessings he done gave thus far. And you know, thank him for opening my mind up to see a lot of stuff. Thank him for the rebuke as well. The understanding the judgment. You know what I mean? True and living God and no God sits beside him. Amen. So I told you, Esau. I told you I'm coming. I told you I'm coming. Told you I'm coming for you. So let's get it started. Let's get into it. So now we about the books we getting into. King James Bible, King James Apocrypha, Compact Bible Dictionary. I got letters, videos. I hope my videos come out clear. But however it boiled down, I'm about to destroy Esau's satanic time scale. So that's what we about to do. We about to get into that right now. So let's start off with, get this picture ready. So let's start off at 2 Timothy 2 verse 15. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Notwithstanding, with 2 verse 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved. Oh, no, I'm going, it's wrong. 2 Timothy. Salakia, Israel. I'm anxious to do this, John. 2 Timothy 2 verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So that's what I did. Through meditation, observation, and precepts, I hate every false way. You know what I mean? Salaki. Yeah, I'm in class, teaching class right now. What's going on? All right. Yeah, so through meditation, observation, precepts, and other little miscellaneous information, I done unlock what's going on is the night and the day is two different cycles. We gonna see here today, brothers. The day is its own cycle. The night is its own cycle. We get caught up in it saying 24 hours in a day. Who taught us that? The devil. Esau, the so-called white man, they taught us that time scale. Brothers got to get 24 hours out of their mind. That's why they couldn't unlock this, because they got 24 hours in their mind. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove everything through the scripture and show. Let's go to 2 Timothy 4 and 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making full proof of my ministry. Whereas when this class drop, it's over. Esau, the head is off that. It's off that. You know what I mean? This the correct understanding right here. That's going to Sirach. The intro of this class, I can end it off the intro with telling. It's over. It's over. That's a false understanding, man. A false understanding. And that if we want equal, if everybody in Israel equal one man, everybody playing a role. So this is my role to play. My role to come and clean up what brothers can't see, come to add in. You know what I mean? Putting my brick in. That's what I'm coming to do. I ain't got the major schools all over the place and all that. But my understanding, my wisdom, and my knowledge is top notch. So I'm putting my brick in that way. You know what I mean? I do classes for brothers to take and make them better. I don't never say, oh, this class the end all be all. Yeah, it might be end all be all understanding wise, cutting the head off or something, but can a brother come behind it and add to it and make a better class? Is of course. Go to Sirach chapter 13, verse 26. It's and finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind. So that's how you gotta find out and break down parables and mysteries and all that. You gotta labor in your mind. Ragga brothers not laboring in their mind, man. They clearly see they not laboring in their mind. That's why they not finding nothing out. And they scoffing against brothers that is finding certain stuff out. Like what we say in the world, haters. But in the truth, you being a demon, man. Let's go to Sirach 6. I don't want to hear nothing. Take this information, do your observation, your own, because I had to do this before the summer solstice is over. You know what I mean? To prove everything. I'm going to do a journal during the winter solstice when the winter solstice kick in. But you search the scriptures out, I'm going to provide. You meditate on the scriptures. You do your observation and research and meditate on it, and you're going to see it's going to unlock to you and see this the true understanding right here. Sirach 6 and 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy mind, thy heart, thy mind, and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. So that's why I'm unlocking stuff, because I'm constantly meditating. Even I'm vaguely meditating on something, then I step up my meditation when it's time to try to put a class together and search out all the scriptures. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's see why. I done meditated, then let's see what happened. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made, my Israelite earth class, and the operation of the elements. I can see Yahawah in the stuff that he was made, Romans 1 and 20. 8, verse 18. The beginning, ending, and the midst of times. The alterations of the turning of the sun. The alterations, the phases. Read it again. The alterations, the phases of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons. So that's how I got the understanding on what's going on. It's 2 cycles. You got summer, winter, and they got transition phases in there. You're going to get it and all that. And you got night and day with transition phases. You know what I mean? Because what the Most High say, a false balance is an abomination. So that's not balance. If you're saying the new day start when the sun go down, how is that balance, brothers? How is that balance? You adding the night to the day. You adding the night cycle. The summer cycle. The summer cycle is for growth. The winter cycle is in the seeds and all that. The early winter they fall, and then the freeze comes. Preserve them. And then when they call it spring, but the Bible call it seeding time. when seeding time comes, that's early summer, they activate and start to grow. It's a system, and it got transition phases in it. The night and the day do the same thing. It's a balance. You got the summer for growth and life, and the winter for death and rest. The night phase is for work and life, and the night phase is for rest. It's for rest. Things to slow down. Two different phases. Let's go to where we going to now. Okay, so ESAU clock. ESAU and them came up with this clock in the 1400s. They time scale and all that, man. Brothers can't go on these scriptures and show me nowhere where it say 24 hours is a day. I'm about to crush all that stuff right now. Sick of ESAU lies, man. You don't see me. I'm meditating in this truth, putting classes together, working on myself, working on my household. I know my role. Malachi chapter 1 verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage for waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4. Whereas Edom said, they know they lost their birthright and they been cursed. So they're going to do everything to mix the Israelites up, the Negroes and the descendants of the Negroes. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Do that mean they coming back just to build up cities? That means they coming to build, they gonna build their doctrine up too, to push. They physically building cities and stuff up, but they building cities in your mind. Cities of falsehood, they building in the minds of the people. Your mind filled with holidays, birthdays, worshiping these sports, these entertainers, these idols and all that. Believing they philosophies and their science and all that. Esau got a whole city in your mind. What's one of the sayings we used to say? Hey, renting space in your head. Don't let nobody rent space in your head. Rent a room in your head. That's Esau ain't got no room in our head. He got a whole city. Not in my head, man. These lost people out here. He got a whole city built up in their mind, man, of falsehood and lies. Let's go. But the Most High said, they shall build, but I will throw down, and call them the border of wickedness. A border is where something started, the edge of something. They the start of the wickedness start with Esau and them. The Most High said he gonna throw that stuff down. Is he gonna come down here and put a class together to break down? No, he gonna wait. He gonna speak through men that's gonna break this stuff down, like I'm about to do right now. Let's go to Esau calendar letter. Esau calendar was we gotta throw away his clock and his calendar. His concept of time. Esau calendar, they made in 1582 by Pope Gregory the 13th. So now, let's prove this beast system. Let's prove this beast system. About to prove it now. Let's go to Revelations. Revelations 13. 13 to 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. So I'm gonna throw a little jewel out there. I ain't gonna get too deep into it because it'll reach too far over a lot of Israelites here. You about to get into it. Check this out.
Over time, the rules have become quite complicated and confusing. So, in England, from Monday, we're introducing the rule of 6. You must not meet socially in groups of more than 6, and if you do, you will be breaking the law. I'm sorry about that, and that we did not have to take this step. But as your Prime Minister, I must do what is necessary to stop the spread of the virus.
This fake virus, man.
So from Monday, all social gatherings in England will be limited to 6 people. That's both indoors and outdoors, including parks, pubs, restaurants and homes, with exceptions including schools, work...
Watch what it says. Watch the subliminal shot. Watch this.
Police can arrest you if you break the rules with a
You hear that?
£100 fine, rising to as much as $3,200 if you keep offending.
Watch they throw a shot at YAHAWAH. Watch this.
7 is an unlucky number for this family with 5 children. These games
You hear that?
to be played alone. Their group's already too big to add anyone else. But for this family with 5 children, 7 is an unlucky number for this family with 5 children. These
You hear that?
will have to be played alone. Their group
7 is an unlucky number.
We understand that we've got a big family. It's unusual.
7 is an unlucky number. That's a shot at YAHAWAH, man. Stuff be subliminal. But it just shows you right there. So now, let's see. So if they number is 6, they got you social distancing at 6 feet, then you just heard what this devil said. Well, you can't gather in groups more than 6. That's the limit. That's their number. Let's see. And then they said 7 is an unlucky number. Let's see who this is a shot at. We about to see right now. I'm about to break this stuff all the way down. First, Revelations chapter 1, verse 20. The mystery of the 7 stars. The mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand. And the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. And the 7 candlesticks which thou sawest are the 7 churches. Revelations 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Let's talk about Christ. Talking about Christ right there. Let's hear it again.
We're introducing the rule of
restrictions on other gatherings.
over time, the rules have become quite complicated and confusing. So, in England, from Monday, we're introducing the rule of 6. You must not meet socially in groups of more than 6, and if you do, you will be breaking the law. I'm sorry about that, and I wish that we did not have to take this step. But as your Prime Minister, I must do what is necessary to stop the spread of the virus and to save lives.
So from Monday, all social gatherings in England will be limited to 6 people.
You think that ain't coming here?
And outdoors, including parks, pubs,
England owns United States, man.
Schools, work, some team sports, weddings, and funerals. Police can arrest you if you break the rules.
That's where the elite's homeland at, is in England.
Rising to as much as 3,200 if you keep offending. 7 is an unlucky number for this family, with 5
You hear that?
these games will have to be played alone.
Let you know right there, man. Let you know, man. The scriptures don't lie. It don't lie. Let's go to satanic clock system and pull something else out on you. So this one of their clocks, and when they do these clocks where they take the numbers out, they leave these numbers in here, but check this out. You see that 3 and that 6? That's 3 6s. And that 6 and that 12 is 3 6s. Threes, that 3 and that 6, that's 3 6s. That 12 and that 6 is 3 6s. Right there in your face. This they clocks. When they got numbers missing, that's what they show you. It's a satanic clock system. Look at it good. That 3 and that 6, that's 3 6s. That 6 and that 12 is 3 6s. Revelations 13:18. Come on, let's go. I told you, Esau, you got the day is your day. The day is your day. I'm going to show brothers and sisters, man. Ain't no lies you got. Okay. So, let's prove it. Esau, they sunrise. Look it all up. Told you, have your pen and your paper ready. Esau sunrise is at 6 a.m. They noon is at 12 p.m. That's 666. Their evening starts at 6 p.m. Their new day starts at 12 p.m. So in a 24-hour time cycle, each 12 hours, they showing you the phases is 666. 6 o'clock sunrise, 12 o'clock noon. That's 666. 6 o'clock evening and 12 midnight new day. 666. So that's if we under satanic time schedule. Satanic time schedule. I'm out to destroy that stuff. I'm out to show the true sunrise. The true sunrise is not at 6 a.m. That's the dawning phase. The day don't start until the sun is up visible in the sky. When it's over the horizon, when it's up in the sky. And you got to go by the light phase. You can tell by the light phase. You're going to get into all this stuff. So, brothers, they say, so Esau say 12 midnight. Brothers say evening. So what the morning is at nighttime? If the morning is the start of the day, how can nighttime be the start of the day? So that make the morning the evening. Show you the hypocrisy in this stuff, man. Let's go. Let's go to let's go to Psalms. Sure, I got everything out the way. Psalms, where we at? 5 and 3. Psalms chapter 5. Psalms 5 and 3. My voice shall thou hear in the morning. O Lord, in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee and will look up. Read it again. My voice shall thou hear in the morning. When you awaken, O Lord, in the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee when I look up. So if you go through a whole day and then you get to the evening and then that start a new day, when is the rest period? If the night, your body even recognize night and day, it's two different things. You can be dead asleep, but let the sun come through the window and shine on you. Your body gonna automatically wake up. When it's dark out there, you get tired and restless. They got two different purposes. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go to Psalms 30 and 5. About to destroy these devils, man. That false understanding, man. Psalms 30 and 5. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's get some more and see what this morning and this night is. Let's go. This is just the intro. Let's go to Job. Told you, I'm coming for you, Esau. Any lies you got scientifically, man, I'm chopping that stuff up. Job 30 and 12. Hast thou commanded the morning since the days, and caused the day spring to know its place? Day spring is going into the dawn. Day spring is going into the dawn phase. It's a fancy way of saying the dawn, the day spring. That's not even the start of the day. It's talking about the dawning right there. So I said, get your papers and your pencil out. Take notes. Let's go to Nehemiah 4 and 21. Nehemiah 4. Nehemiah 4 and 21. So we labored in the work, and half of them held their spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. So the rising of the morning is the dawn, when the sun first cracked over the horizon. And it say till the stars appeared. That's the twilight phase. When you get that first blue, that light blue, when you go on at the end of evening, they give you this reddish sky, reddish hazy sky. And then that next phase is light blue. It's like a shade of blue. Not the daytime blue, but a little darker than that. And that's when the stars first appear. See, it's a lot of light pollution in the city. When you down the country, soon as when that sky get to that light blue, that next blue phase, the stars be appear right there. So this scripture is talking about the dawn and the twilight. We gonna get into it all. I got the scriptures to prove everything, Jack. Let's go. Let's go to Judges. I can end the class right here. Once I pull this scripture right here. To show brothers. Night ain't got nothing to do with day. And about to show you what a true day is right here. It's over. I can end the jump right here. I got pages to go. Judges chapter 16, verse 2. And it was so the Gazites saying, Samson is come hither, and they compassed him in, and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city. Nah, they laid for him at the start of the new day when the sun go down, when night starts. And they laid for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all night, saying, in the morning when it is day, saying, in the evening when it is day, no, in the morning when it is day. What happened in the morning? The sun come up. In the morning when it is day, we shall kill him. Nah, the new day start when the sun go down. Bump Esau 12 o'clock midnight. We just going when the sun, because the scriptures say evening to evening for a feast day. That's just giving you more time to prep for the feast day, brothers and sisters. That's why these feast days be evening to evening. Read it back. Saying, in the morning when it is day. Nah, the day start when the nighttime comes. We shall kill him. And Samson lay till midnight. Why I say he lay to midnight? Because when the sun go down, he went to sleep. He got some rest from working all day. And Samson lay till midnight and arose at midnight. Don't you get up in the middle of the night, get you some water, might get a snack, and took the doors of the gate of the city and 2 posts, and went away with them, bar and all. You know what I mean? But I'm just showing you right there, night and day is 2 different things. They ain't got nothing to do with each other. Come on, let's go. It's a ride right here, Jack. It's more. And let's go to so brothers get into, so the Sabbath explains a day. That's what they were saying in the debate. And I can tell that's what brothers' understanding is. Because when they out there teaching in the streets, they tell people, don't know a day start when sundown. And they say it with confidence, but that's wrong as hell. Let's go to Leviticus 32:32. Let's chop this up. He told you. We ain't even on the outro yet. Let's go to Leviticus. Leviticus. Leviticus 23 and 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at evening, from evening until evening shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. But let's see if that's a day on that. Come on, let's go. 24-hour is Esau doctrine. That's Esau doctrine. So they saying sundown to sundown, that's 24 hours. That's Esau doctrine. I'm going to show you that's a false understanding. Let's go to Daniel. Let's see what's going on. Daniel. Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Oh, we gonna make the new day start at 12 midnight, and think to change times and laws. Oh, we gonna tell the Israelites the morning is at 6 a.m., noon is at 12 a.m. We gonna give them 666 for 24 hours. And the evening is at 6 p.m. and the new day start at 12 p.m. at the night. And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of times. Because he got the power to do that wicked stuff. That's why he's doing it. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Let's go to Psalms. So I'm going to chop that stuff up. It's over, Esau. Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? How you think Esau gonna give you the right understanding, brothers and sisters? Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? A day is 24 hours. Which frameth mischief by a law? 6 o'clock is sunrise, 12 o'clock is noon, 6 o'clock is evening, and 12 o'clock is midnight. Clearly it's 666. That which frameth mischief by a law. Come on, let's go. Let's ride some more. Now I'm on the coming out of Hamashiach YAHAWASHI. We about to get the right understanding right here. Told you, Esau. The Most High had to wake up men that's going to dedicate and make searching these scriptures and meditating and through observation, make it their life, man. To come up with the truth, to feed the sheep. John chapter 11 and verse 9. This the mic drop right here on that 24 hours a day bullshit, man. John chapter 11 verse 9. Are there not 12 hours in a day? Nah, it's 24 hours in a day, and the day start when the sun go down. Are there not 12 hours in a day? Are there not 12 hours in a day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. So that's a parable Christ telling you right there. The nighttime ain't got nothing to do with the day. It's 12 hours a day and 12 hours a night during the summer solstice. He's telling you right there. Read it again. Jesus answered. Yahawashi answered. Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not. Why he stumbleth not? Because he can see. It ain't dark. If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. Now let's go down to 10. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. Nah, the day start when the sun go down. But if any man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. that evening garbage, man. It ain't no light in you if you believing in that. That stuff is off, man. Let's go read it again. Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. Verse 10. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. Nah, the new day start when the sun go down, when it's dark. Bump Esau 12 midnight. Let's talk about what Israelites saying when the sun go down. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. So it is telling you right there, night and day is two different cycles. And it's 12 hours in the day cycle, 12 hours in the night cycle. I got more. That's right. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me pull the Zonderville out now. I'm going to break this stuff down like an assassin, man. Middle name ain't the spiritual assassin for nothing, man. Let's go to, let's get it right here. That's the spirit. Let's go to day. See what a day is. Man, lost the page. All right, here we go. This a day in the Zonderville, right here. A word having various meanings in the Bible, denoting time from sunrise to sunset. Now, a day is from evening to evening, from nighttime to nighttime. The end of evening, that's when the night starts. You know what I mean? Let's get it again. From sunrise to sunset. That's morning to evening. It's a day. Even they scholars know that. So it's letting you know, right? They scholars put the truth right here. But Esau and them give you a lie when it's 24 hours is a whole day. Come on, let's get it. Let's get some more. So, through my observation, I came up with 7:30 to 7:30. Because that's when the sun was up from my vantage point. At first, I was saying from 7 to 7. The sky kind of be around that same. It started to get that reddish and all that. And even in the morning, 7 in the morning, 7, it got that. So that might could be up for debate or whatever. But it boiled down to proving 12 hours of daylight, man, is a day. And then the night is night. It's its own thing. Let's get it. 7:30 to 7:30. You see that? 7:30 to 7:30, 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Let's calculate and see what you get. Let's see what we got. You see that? 12 hours, no minutes, no seconds. Let's go back what Christ said, man. Let's go back. See, I'm going to lean on the scriptures. I go search these scriptures out for the truth. Let's get it again. Are there not 12 hours in a day? He stumbleth not, because he see the light the light of this world. But if any man walk in the night, he stumbleth because there is no light in him. Nah, the night is part of the day. It's 24 hours in a day. The day start when the sun go down. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth because there is no light in him. Are there not 12 hours in a day? I just showed you right there. Right there. 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. when I did my observation. That's 12 hours of day. Christ just backed that up. He just backed it up right there. I can end the class on it, but let's keep going. Okay, I got a letter. We have to start counting time as life cycles and link it with the clock through observation. I had to link my observation with meditation and the sky to the clock and then to the scriptures. Day and night, 2 different cycles. Let's get some more on it. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's go. About to pull off 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For that fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion with light and darkness? Nah, the new day start when the sun go down. And what communion have light with darkness? Nah, evening to evening is a day. What communion have light with darkness? Come on, man. Let's go some more. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. See why I can understand that. Let's go. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the alterations, the phases, the light phases of the turning of the sun. The alterations, the phases, the light phases of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons. Come on, man, let's go. Let's go. So now the class about to start. That was just a preliminary. Told you, I ain't playing with ESAU, man. Let's go. Now we're gonna start at creation. It's getting good. It's getting good. Let's go. Let's go. Genesis. We'll start at Genesis. All right, let's get it. Genesis chapter 1. All right, let's go. Genesis 1, verse 1. So, verse 1 is a design and overall summary of the Most High creation. Let's get into it. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Verse 3, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. The creation of the light elements. And God saw the light that it was good, seeing what it can do, what its purpose is. And God divided the light from the darkness. Nah, they go together. You add them and make a 24-hour day cycle. And God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 5. And God and Yahawah called the light day and the darkness night. Now the new day start when the sun go down. It's from evening to evening, or even morning to morning. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day. That's a similitude. It's really saying from morning to evening. I showed you the scripture that's saying from, we about to get it. He called the light day, and the darkness he called night. Let's go to a day letter. Got another letter. Told you, I ain't playing with you, Esau. Let's go. I had a letter about a oh, here we go. It's right here in my face. It's in this book right here. It's in this the book I'm reading from right here. Let's get it. Space of time between the rising and the setting of the sun called the artificial day. Let's show that. Let me read the whole definition, so brothers don't think I'm leaving something out. The part of the time of the Earth's revolution on its axis. We know that's false. The sun don't move. The Earth don't move. In which its surface is presented to the sun. The part of the 24 hours when it is light. Nah, it's day and night. Night included in a day too. It's the definition of a day. In the 1828 Webster. It's a or space of time between the rising and setting of the sun, called an artificial day. So that's backing up what I just went into about the light and the dark being separate things. Let's go back to the Zonderville again. So that's what the 1828 Noah Webster told you. Now, let's get it out to Zonderville again. Day, a word having various meanings in the Bible, denoting time from the sunrise to sunset. Denoting time from the sunrise to sunset. Go over here. Space of time between the rising and setting of the sun. Nah, evening to evening is a day. The space of time between the rising and the setting of the sun. Come on, man, let's keep going. Come on, man. Now they put a line here talking about the Babylonians begin the day at sunrising, the Jews at sunsetting. Come on, man. That's how they try to mix you up with lies. Because they don't know the scriptures. They read that evening and the morning. Come on, man. That's why you got to meditate and search it out. Let's go. Let's see why the Most High separated light and darkness. Made them two different things with two different purposes. We're going to get it. Let's go. 2 Corinthians. No. 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians 14 and 33. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. So when them brothers had a debate, somebody in the comment board typed in confusion. They ain't had no understanding about what they was bringing out. They typed in confusion. But God is not the author of confusion. Nah, yes he is. He gonna mix the light and the day, the nighttime and the daytime, and call it a 24-hour day cycle. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Most ain't no confusion with it, man. Let's see why there ain't no confusion. And God called the light day, Genesis 1, verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So that lets you know right there that the daytime don't start in the evening, because the Most High said he separated the light. He called the light day and called darkness night. So that is prove that was a lie. They talking about the Babylonians started their day doing sunrise and the Jews at night. The Most High tell you right there, he called the light day and the darkness night, and the evening and the morning was the first day. So it's letting you know right there, the day don't start at the evening, because at the end of the evening it's nighttime. Or even if you say it started at the beginning of the evening, that's for a couple hours, then it's nighttime. And the morning was the first day. See how they put it? Darkness they call night, and the evening. They put night with evening, and the morning was the first day. That's why this is a mystery book, man. They strategically put this together. They ain't just slap this together. A lot of thought went into how to put this together, whereas we gonna be the only ones that can comprehend it. Let's keep going. Isaiah 45 and 7. Let's roll. Let's roll. You got the right one, Esau. I've been scientific forever. I'm relishing this stuff. Isaiah 45 and 7. I formed the light and created darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. It's a balance. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. It's letting you know right there, you can't bundle them up in a ball and you know, it's together. You can't put them all in a pack and make a gumbo and eat that. It don't make sense. It's not good food. So verse 1 is the design and overall summary in Genesis. Come on, let's get some more. We still at verse 1. Let's go to Judith. Judith chapter 9 and verse 12. I pray thee, O God of my father, and God of the inheritance of Israel, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, creator of the waters, king of every creature, hear thou my prayer. Let's go to Romans 1 and 20. It's proven, man, in verse 1 it is going into the creation in a summary. Let's go to Romans Romans 1:20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Well, let's keep going. Isaiah clearly see what's going on, man. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 12. Who have measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with the span, and he measured it out with the span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales and the hills in a balance. You know what I mean? Let's see what a span is. A distance. Span going in a distance. You know what I mean? All this stuff was mapped out and measured out. I ain't even got to get that span definition. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 7:2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. So it's talking about measurements, man. This is the design. Verse 1 through 5 in Genesis is breaking down the creation, the measurements of it. Let's go to Genesis 6:15. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. So that's verse Genesis 1 through 5. You know what I mean? It's a summary of the creation. You know what I mean? Let's go to Job 38. Going into the elements and all that. Verse 1. Job 38. Job 38, 1 through 6. The Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare, if thou hast understanding. Who have laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or have stretched the line upon it? Verse 6, whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who laid the cornerstone thereof? Let's keep going. Go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31. All this stuff was measured out and mapped out. Jeremiah 31 and 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. Telling you right there, Esau and them can't measure his creations. Let's go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. The stuff was mapped out way in advance. Let's go to Acts. Acts 17 and 26. And have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on the face of the earth, and have appointed and determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. Now Esau and them can get out into space, set up satellites, space station. They science is what's relevant and all that. And have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. Come on, man. Esau and them a bunch of lies, man. Bunch of lies. Let's keep going. Let's go to verse 2. In the beginning in the creation part. Genesis 1, verse 2. So, verse 1 was the creation, was a summary of the creation, and overall summary. Verse 2. Verse 2 is letting you know the element of darkness came before the element of light, just like the time in the womb until the birth, and that is commanded to build. And his commandment to build wasn't yet until the spirit word was given to his spirits, water, celestial beings, or regular men, or whatever beings you have, you want to break it down, to carry out the blueprint, rules, and regulations. Let's go to Sirach. That's what verse 2 in Genesis is going into. Let's read it. And the earth was without form, and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So, and he ordered his creation, he ordered the creation at verse 2. That's when that Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Let's keep going. I wanted to break that down. I think on one level it's talking about the word, but it's talking about the creation, because verse 3 it started going and creating stuff. So that's why the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. His order, his commandments went out. He commanded them to start building. Let's keep going. Let's go to Sirach 43. Sirach 43. And 25. For therein be strange and wondrous works, variety of all kinds of beasts and whales created. By him the end of them have prosperous success, and by his word all things consist. We may speak much and yet come short, wherefore in sum he is all. How shall we be able to magnify him? For he is great above all his works. 29. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power. Verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him, put forth all strength and be not weary. For ye can never go far enough. 31. Who have seen him that he might tell us? And who can magnify him as he is? 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works. So I'm going into that about verse 2. When it say he gave his spirits, Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Let's go to Matthew 17 and 2. I ain't even get to the juicy part yet of the class. The intro was a little prelim. This still basically the intro, but not just starting off with all the creation with Genesis, because that's the chapter we've gone into to prove the day and the night. So I just wanted to break Genesis chapter 1 down. Let's go to Matthew 17. Matthew chapter 17, verse 2. And was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6. For God, who commandeth the light to shine out of the darkness, have shined in our minds to give the light of knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ, in the face of YAHAWASHI. That's that knowledge, that light. He gave them bands the knowledge to create in the beginning. Let's go to Psalms 107. We living in the creative system. We not living by evolution and proving this is a Genesis verse 2 talking about creation. How he commanded them to start creating. Psalms 107 and 15. Oh, that men would praise the Lord of his goodness, for his wonderful works to the children of men. For he hath broken the gates of brass and cut the bars of iron asunder. Fools, because of their transgression and because of their iniquities, are afflicted. Their soul abhorreth all manner of meat, and they draw near unto the gates of death. Verse 19. Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble, and he saveth them out of their distresses. He sent his word and healed them, and delivered them from their destructions. Oh, that men would praise the Lord for his goodness and for his wonderful works to the children of men. Verse 22, and let them sacrifice the sacrifices of thanksgiving and declare his works with rejoicing. 23, they that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in great waters. Ships talking about an office. Who go down into the nation in leadership roles, lordship roles. Mark 10 and 42, and in first address, out being lordships, proving that ships talking about lordship. 24. These see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. That's what Genesis talking about, the deep things, deep knowledge. Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. It wasn't no understanding about how to create, how to make a whole earth, a universe, and all this stuff. These see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep. 25. For he commandeth and raiseth the stormy wind, which lift up the waves thereof. He commanded and raise up the stormy wind, the prophets, which lift up the waves thereof, the spirits. They mount up to heaven, they go down again to the depths. Their soul is melted because of trouble. 27. They reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man, are at their wits' end. Then they cry unto the Lord in their trouble, and bringeth them out of their distresses. He maketh the storm a calm, so that the waves thereof are still. That the spirits are calm, your spirit is calmed down. Verse 30. Then are they glad because they be quiet. So he bringeth them bringeth them unto their desired haven. 31. Oh, that men would praise the Lord for his goodness and for his wonderful works to the children of men. Let them exalt him also in the congregation of the people, and praise him in the assembly of the elders. Why? Because the Most High commanded to have all this created for you. Let's go back to Genesis 1 and 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So that's what verse 2 going into. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 15 and 38. These bands. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 38. But God giveth it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own body. His own body. 39. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. Let's go to Mark. Mark. So that's what Genesis chapter 2 going into them bands. He commanded them to build all this stuff. Let's go to Mark. Mark chapter 16 and 9. Now when Yahawashi was risen early the first day of the week, he risen early. They equating Christ to the rising of the sun. What's his nickname? The Son of Man. Now when Yahawashi was risen early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had cast 7 devils. Go to verse 2. And very early in the morning, the first day of the week, is letting you know that the morning is the start of the day. They came into the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. In the morning, the first day of the week, the start of the day, they came into the sepulchre at the rising of the sun. During a dawning phase. The transition phase before the day actually starts. But it's part of the morning, but it's still a transition phase. Where you start doing your prep, man, and getting ready for the day. Got to be a transition. You just don't wake up and start running 100 miles per hour. Ain't but so much hours in a day. So it got to be a transition phase to get prepped and prepared to go through the day. Let's go to verse 3. Go back to Genesis 1 and 3. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Verse 3 is the creation of the light elements, the cycles and the purposes and creation. Let's go to Genesis and read Genesis 1 and 3 through 5. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. Verse 4. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. It didn't say, and the evening to the morning was the first day. It just said that, and the evening and the morning was the first day. But it's linking evening up with night. Darkness he called night, and the evening. And the morning was the first day. It's, come on, man, it's a clue book. It's a book of clues. Let's go to Genesis 1 and 14 through 17. So he created the light elements and separated it from the darkness. They basically gonna have two different purposes. That's what it's letting you know right there. Purpose it when he created them, what their purposes was. Verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament. Now he ready to use what he created. Of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Verse 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Verse 16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. Verse 17. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. See, verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. Let's go to let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon again. We can understand these things. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. Verse 18, the beginning, ending, and the midst of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, the phases, the light phases of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons. Go to verse 4. Okay, now verse 4, Genesis chapter 1, verse 4, seeing how the law would benefit, and the law is good. Without the law is evil, and the benefit of light to the earth creatures. Let's read it. Genesis chapter 1, verse 4. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. He divided light from the darkness. And God saw the light, saying what he can do, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. He's saying it was good, what it can potentially do with it. How would it benefit the creatures, his creations? Let's go to Proverbs 6. Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs chapter 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So that's a twofold scripture. It's telling you seen the light was good. He's saying with the physical light what it can do, and his word, what his word can do. Genesis 1 and 4. Let's go to Psalms 119. Psalms 119. Psalms 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Let's go to Isaiah 45 and 7. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. It's a difference. Let's go to Genesis 1 and 5. Genesis 1 and 5. He decreed the name and use for the earth's cycles. Genesis 1 and 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. It said evening and the morning, not evening to morning was the first day. This comprehension goes with reading, brothers and sisters. The earth cycles. So he made a decree right there what the light and darkness was going to be for. There was the two cycles right there. Basic cycles, day and night. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon again. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the altercations of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of stars. Okay, so let's see what he decreed, else he decreed in verse 5. Let's go back to Genesis. Genesis chapter 1, verse 5. And God called the light day. And God called the light day. And the darkness he called night. The evening and the morning were the first day. Let's go to verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Verse 13. And the evening and the morning were the third day. Let's go to verse 19. And the evening, let's go to verse 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness, and God saw it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Let's go to 23. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Verse 31. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Let's go to chapter 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the most host of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. That's a week, brothers and sisters. Genesis chapter 1 showing you what a week is. It's going through a week. Letting you know morning to evening is one day. It went through a whole week, and it told you after each day what was a day. It said evening and morning. It didn't say evening to morning. That don't even make sense. When I just went through the scripture showing that he divided the light from the darkness. And verse 3, and God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. He told you through all them days what a day was, and then he kept his Sabbath the same way. The seventh day, man. Let's go to finish with this page. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. So the earth has two seasons. Now we about to see how the earth, summer and winter, is like day and night. Let's get it. Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. It's letting you know it's phases. While the earth remaineth, seed time, what they call spring, and harvest, what they call fall, the transition phases in between summer and winter, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. It's letting you know it's a balancing act. The Most High got balance. He got a just scale. Let's go to let's link this up. Link this up with Ecclesiastes. Let's keep going. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. A time to be born and a time to die. Summer and winter. A time to plant and a time to pluck up. Seeding time, harvest time, that which is planted. So I'm just linking that up with Genesis 8 and 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. It's letting you know right there, summer and winter, day and night, they correlate with each other, and winter is like night and summer is like day. Two different cycles, two different purposes. Okay, so we got earth cycle. We got early summer, seeding time, plant time. That's the morning. Late summer, growth time, propagate propagate mean to grow, or noon, because noon is the hottest phase of is the peak of the sun throughout the day, the brightest and hottest part of the day. Early winter, harvest time, pick time. The evening, late winter, rest or hibernation time or pause time, to take a pause. And night. This is a basic cycle right there. Breakdown. Let's go back over it again. Genesis 8 and 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Go back to Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die. For plants, that's summer and winter. Plants be born in the early summer, and they die in the winter. A time to plant, seeding time, and a time to pluck up, harvest. The transition phases in between the summer and the winter. That which is planted. So, let's go back over it again. Genesis 8 and 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. Seeding time and harvest time is the transition phases for summer and winter. Let's go back over it over here. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, seeding time, summertime, and a time to die, winter time, or night and day. A time to plant, seeding time, and a time to pluck up, harvest time. Let you know it's a transition phase in between the seasons. That which is planted. Come on, let's keep going. Do you wait until the summer's peak to sow seed, to grow, and to prep for the scorch? A little bit of man wisdom letters. Do you wait until winter's peak to pick crops and to fortify for the winter? No. So let's let you know it got to be a transition phase in between that. Sowing and harvest is the transition periods in between summer and winter. Though being a part of it, though being part of it is still like a separate thing. Showing summer is day, and the time of life growth, and winter is night and work. Showing summer is the day and the time of life and growth, and work, day and work, and the work and life, time of growth. And winter is night, and winter the time of death and non-growth and rest. The summertime is day, the time of life, growth, work, and winter is night, the time of death, non-growth, and rest. If you ain't working, what you doing? You resting. Just showing how to, right here, I'm showing how the earth cycles. The earth got a night and day too that it go through. Like we go through a night and a day phase, the earth go through that phase too with the summer and the winter. Go to earth cycle. We still on earth cycle. Do you wait until it's all the way warm to prepare for seeding time? No. So you prepare, plant, propagate, and then pause. That's your summer. Do you wait until it's all the way cold to prepare for hibernation? No, you prepare, pick up or harvest, pause or hibernate or rest, and then you prepare again. That's your winter. Do you wait until the sun is all the way out to its peak hat to start your day? Do you wait until it is dark to prepare for the night? So that's letting you know it's transition phases in between day and night, transition phases in between day and winter. They the same thing. So we went through that. Let's keep going. Now we on the juicy page right here. And hopefully I can get to my diagram. The diagram I got. All right, let's get it. So we starting off with the earth basic cycle with 2 transition phases: seeding, what they call spring, and harvest, what they call fall. Let's go back to it. Genesis 8:22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. See how we should understand these things, Israel. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 17. For he have given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons. Let's go to now I'm breaking it down even further. Let's go to the work scale cycle. Start summer, preparation. Early summer, seeding time, plant time. Late summer, growth time, propagate. End of summer, shutdown time or pause. Let's go for the work scale cycle for winter. Start winter, preparation. Early winter is harvest. Late winter, hibernation or rest. And end of winter, shutdown and startup. You know what I mean? That's now we get into the meat of it all right here. Now we get into the meat of it all. Let's go to all right. I got video number 1. Let's get to this right here. Video number 1. So Esau new day started 12 midnight. The Israelites new day, majority of them say it start at evening. And even the ones say it start at morning, they say from morning to morning. But we're going to touch on the evening to evening. Let's go to video 1. Go to video 1. Oh, you can see that phase. that red hazy sky. See the sun coming up? Now that's the morning right there when the sun is over the horizon. That's it right there. Let's go back over it again. And we're going to see the phases of it. So it's starting right here from the nighttime. There you go, the dawn. The dawning right there. The sun haven't even risen up yet. Still the dawning phase. Still the dawning phase. It's from like 6 to like 7:30, 7:30. Day haven't started. Now the day started. The sun is up. Keep it going. Sun going through its phases. See the evening. It's the end of the evening. The sun done left. See, now it's getting a twilight, going into the twilight phase right here. Twilight phase. I got more. That's when my editing would come into play at. I might have to do some research on how to pull them videos up. Alright. Let's go to John 11:9 and go back to the duration calendar again. Book of John, chapter 11, verse 9. We're going to see it. The time. John chapter 11, verse 9. Are there not 12 hours in a day? From 7:30 to 7:30 right there, it's 12 hours. So even if you say from 7 to 7, it's 12 hours. You know it ain't 6 to 6 because the sun be, you could just tell it's still going through the evening phase. It's not the end of the evening. It's 12 hours. Look at it good. And I read the definitions what a day is. It say the time period in between the sunrise and the sunset. That's your day. And it's 12 hours, and Christ has told you it's 12 hours. Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. Verse 10. But if a man walk in the night, sundown is the new day. He stumbleth because there is no light in him. But if a man walk in the night, don't you know the new day star when the sun go down? But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth because there is no light in him. Hey, two different things, brothers and sisters. We got to throw away ESAU 24-hour satanic clock cycle. Got to throw that stuff away, man, out your mind. Let's go to Let's go to the dawn, first letter. So we going to the dawn, which is the sun, called the sun approaching. The dawn is when the sun is approaching. That's the dawn. It's part of the morning cycle, but it's not considered morning. It's a transition phase. I showed you with the transition, how the transition phase, how it give you a breakdown about the transition phases. Let's go to this letter. Let's go to this dawn letter. Let's go to the dawn. Matter of fact, before I do it, see if you can see that. You see that dawn? See how that look? That's the dawn right there. The sun not even up, but you seeing light. So is that day? No, that's the transition phase. Transition phase, we about to go to, and I got precepts to prove everything. Okay, dawn on earth is the time that marks the beginning of twilight before sunrise. So twilight is that phase in between the evening and nightfall. The twilight is the phase in between nightfall. I mean the end of night, the end of the midnight, and the beginning of the dawn. That's what the dawning phase is. It is recognized by the appearance of indirect sunlight between scattered in the Earth's atmosphere. So let's get some more on it. Sun approaching. Because Esau sunrise means the sun is rising. You see light before the sun actually is up. It's rising means it's coming up. It's not all the way up. Esau's sunrise and his morning is 6 a.m. It's a false understanding. Let's go to Job 38 and 12 to prove the dawn. Like I said, there's 7 phases. Dawn, morning, noon, evening, twilight, nightfall, midnight. It's 7 phases. And it repeats itself all over again. So I'm proving through the scriptures and letters and videos the phases. That is 2 cycles, 7 phases. Night and day, and they got 7 phases. Dawn, morning, noon, evening, twilight, nightfall, midnight. Or they call wee hours or whatever. And then they do it all over again. Let's go to Job 38 and 12. Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know its place? So why does it say, and cause the day spring to know its place? Hast thou commanded the morning since the days? It's letting you know the morning is the start of a day and cause the day spring to know its place. So let's get some more understanding on it. With this day spring, you got a day, then they're like, days, what's the day and day spring? And it seems like it's confusing, but no. Day spring is just backwards. It's the spring of the day. Basically, it is when the part before the day actually begins. Day spring. Let's go to day spring. Out of the Compact Bible Dictionary. Day spring. A poetic name for dawn. And the scripture they got right here is Job 30 and 12, what I read. Letting you know right there. Read it again. Job 38 and 12. Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know its place? This phase one, we going into the dawn. Let's get some more scriptures on it. Let's go to Mark, proving everything through the scriptures. I ain't gonna just go to videos and talk my point out. Nah, I'm gonna go to the scriptures first. Let's go to Mark. Mark 13 and 35. Page stick. Mark 13 and 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye not know when the master of the house cometh. Talking about Christ. At even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. So it just gave you a breakdown of the phases. At evening, the end of the day and the start of nightfall, or at midnight, the middle of the night, or at the cock crowing. What's a cock crowing? Talking about a rooster. Roosters start to crow when that first bit of light, when that twilight phase, when the dawning first start, they start crowing. Or in the morning. So it went from evening to night, evening to end of the day, then went to midnight, then went to the dawn, cock crowing, the rooster, when roosters start crowing, or in the morning, the start of the day. So let's get some more on it. Let's prove this phase called the dawn. Let's go to Matthew 28 and 1. Remember what I said. Bring your paper and your pen. It's 7 phases. Dawn, morning, noon, evening, twilight, nightfall, midnight. Matthew 28 and 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. In the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. Nah, it began to go through the evening toward the first day of the week. As it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. So let's go back over here. The Mark 13 and 35 again. Watch ye therefore, for ye not know when the master of the house cometh, at evening or at midnight. So it's going from the evening to night, or at the cock crowing, the time when the roosters come out, dawn, or in the morning. Jump over here. Matthew 28 and 1. In the end of the Sabbath at evening, as it began to dawn toward the first day of the week. So it went to the end of the day, end of the Sabbath, is at in the evening time. Then you go through your night, and then the dawn phase come about to go to another day again. Begin to dawn toward the first day of the week. Came Mary Magdalene and the other Mary to see the sepulchre. I think that's when you go funerals and all that stuff early in the morning. Say when it started to dawn toward the first day of the week. Why I say that? Because it's about to be morning time. So that's another cut that the day start at evening. It say dawn toward the first day of the week, not evening toward the first day of the week. Let's go back to Mark 1 and 35. Mark chapter 1 and 35. And in the morning, rising up a great while before day, still talking about the dawn phase again. And in the morning, rising up a great while before day. So it's letting you know, say in the morning, rising up. It's a similitude. It's letting you know why the sun is rising up. It's not set up in the sky yet. While before the day actually started, he went out and departed into a solitary place and there prayed. Let's go to Nehemiah 4:21. Let's get some more on it. Like I said, get your pen, your paper, get your attentive ears. Go do your research, your observation, your research, meditate through the scriptures. You know what I mean? I ain't saying just follow me. You know what I mean? I ain't just saying that. Yeah. Let's go to Nehemiah 4 and 12. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times. Hold on. Nehemiah 4:21, Salaki. Likewise, at the same time said I unto the people, let everyone with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us and labor on the day. Nah, at night it's going to be the beginning of the day. That's when they going to labor. When the sun go down, after they just spent the whole day laboring, then when the sun go down, it's another day, and they going to start back laboring again. They don't get no rest. So we labored in the work, and half of them held their spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise, verse 22, likewise, the stars appear at twilight. So we labor in the work, and a half of them held their spears from the rising of the morning, the start of the day, till the stars appear at twilight, right at the evening. 22. Likewise, at the same time said I unto the people, let everyone with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us. Why? Because people resting and sleeping. And labor in the day. Nah, night and day is the same thing. The new day start at nighttime. That in the night they may be a guard unto us and labor on the day. Come on, man. I'm blowing the doors off this false understanding about evening to evening is a day, or however you want to put it. Sundown, new day starts at sundown and all that. Man, I'm trashing that. Let's go to let's go to Judges. Let's go to Judges. Judges chapter 9. Verse 32. Now therefore, up by night, thou and the people that is with thee, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, thou shalt rise early and set upon the city. That just proved what I just said. Now therefore, up by night, thou and the people that is with thee, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up. Let's see what that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up. Let's go to Judges 16. Where that was at? And okay. Judges chapter 16, verse 2. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they compassed him in, and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all night, saying, in the morning when it is day, let's go back over here again. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up in the sky, thou shalt rise early and set upon the city. Let's go back over here again. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they could pass him in, and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all night, saying, in the morning when it is day, we shall kill him. Now, in the evening, when at the end of the evening, at sundown, when it is day. And in the morning, when it is day, it's the evening. It's the evening. You know to do day starts at sundown. And in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him. Come on, man. I'm trashing ESAU science, man. Let's go to now let's go to two videos. Let's go to some videos now. We still at the dawning, and to prove what the dawning is. The dawning, and I went into the morning too. Well, let's show videos of the let's go to let's go back again and show the dawning. It's the dawning right here. The transition phase that's part of the morning. Sun ain't even come up yet. They still got that red in the sky and all that. Now the sun coming up. See, there go the sun just risen up right there. That's the morning right there, fellas. That's the morning right there. When that sun, once it come all the way up, that's the start of the morning. Right there. Let's go to got another video. Got another one showing. Got another one showing the dawn. You can see that good. See how the sky look. I don't know if you can see that good. The dawning phase right there. The dawning phase. Sun, look at the sun coming. Still the dawning phase. Still see that red in the sky. Sun coming up. Still ain't even all the way up yet. See, up the dawning phase. Sun just now popped up in the sky up there. It's up there in the sky now. Now that's the morning time. Okay. We're showing it's a transition period in between the dawn and the morning. Let's go to morning letter. Let's go to morning. Morning is the period of time from sunrise to noon. There are no exact times for when morning begins, also true evening and night. So that's why in the scriptures it tell you when the sun up, it's up. So you gauging it off the sun. For when morning begins, also true for evening and night. But because it can vary according to one's lifestyle, hours of daylight at each time of the year. Right? You got the morning, you got the winter solstice and the summer solstice. You got 12 hours of daylight in the summer solstice. I ain't do the winter solstice class yet. And this the picture right here showing you. The sun is all the way out of the horizon. It's showing you right here. Sun is up in the sky right there. That's when the day starts, when the sun is up all the way out. I had a video. I ain't gonna go to it because it kind of look blurry. And ESAU morning, they tell you morning is 6 a.m. I'm showing you the phases. It's dawn is a transition phase. Then it's the morning. Light first starting to appear is the dawning. What Murray say? They went to go see Christ during the dawn, when it was dawning towards the first day of the week to the first day. Let's go to morning is sun up when you start work. And dawn is when the sun is approaching and you start preparing for the day. When the sun is all the way up, which is morning, or sun up, you start your work. Let's get the scriptures. Like I said, get your pen, your paper, do your observation. Mark 1. Video's looking kind of shaky. I ain't gonna be able to get this diagram in right now anyway. I might have to add the diagram in. Let's go to Mark. Mark 1. Mark chapter 13, verse 35. Wash ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh. At evening or at midnight. Evening is the phase before the night. Or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. So it's letting you know it's a transition phase right there. Or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, on a basic level. At the cock crowing, or in the morning. Let's go to Job 11:17. Told you, Esau, I'm gonna break this stuff all the way down, man, and show brothers and sisters, man, your science is God. You ruling on a satanic time schedule. Job 11:17. And thine age shall be clearer than the noonday. The brightest part of the day, the sky gets is clearest. Thou shalt shine forth. Thou shalt be as the morning. Why is it shining forth? Because the sun just came up. Be as the morning, shining. Let's go back to Judges. Let's see why thou shalt be shine forth. Thou shalt be as the morning. Let's see why. Let's go back to Judges again. Judges 9:32. Now therefore, up by night, thou and the people that is with thee, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, it shall be in the morning, as soon as the sun is up. That's why I say we're gonna shine forth. Let's see. Let's go back and see why. It say when the sun is up. Let's go back. Judges chapter 16, verse 2. And they could pass him in and lay wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all night, saying, no, it's all day, because the evening when the sun go down and it go dark, that's the start of the new day. Wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all night, saying, in the morning when it is day. That's why in Nehemiah 4:21, it says, so we labored in work and had from them hell spirits from the rising of the morning to the stars appeared, twilight, right at the evening. And let's go back to that's why in Job it say you're gonna shine forth like the morning. Why are you gonna shine forth? Because the sun is up. It say, saying in the morning when it is day. Why is saying in the morning when it is day? Why is saying that? Let's see why it's saying that. Job 11:17. And thy age shall be clearer than the noonday. Thou shalt shine forth. Thou shalt be as the morning. Hold on, let's go back over here. How you going to be as the morning? Hold on, it says morning as soon as it's day. Let's see. Judges 9:33. And it shall be that in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, go back over here. Saying, in the morning when it is day, this Judges 16:2. And in the morning when it is day, over here. And in the morning, as soon as the sun is up. That's letting you know when the day starts. And in the morning, as soon as the sun is up, thou shalt rise early. It's the start of your day when the sun is up over the horizon. Tell you over here, let's read it again. In the morning when it is day, at sundown. New day starts at sundown. And in the morning when it is day, over here. And in the morning as soon as the sun is up, thou shalt rise early. Let you know right there, man. The morning is when the sun is up in the sky. Let's go to let's go to noon now. Let's go to the noon. Let's read what the noon is. Let's read what noon is. All right, let's go to noon. Okay. The sun is at its highest point at approximately noon. How you gonna get the truth? The sun's high point is when it gives the earth the most direct sunlight, also called a solar noon. But how can you can't go by ESAU clock. You got to go out there, Israel, and observe the sky and see and document the phases of it. I did it hour by hour through the 12-hour day cycle. I came up with 1 o'clock as the start of noon. And at 4, I made a diagram to show what I documented in the videos. I just don't know if my videos gonna be clear enough or whatever. But this is what I documented. Watching the sky. That noon started at 1 to 3. The sun was on its even path. And then at 4, it dropped down. Was the start of evening. Is what I documented. Right here, this department right here, where I'm standing at. This across the street right here. All these is vantage points in front of the building that I documented. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go into it. I ain't got my other computer. I had to send it back off for repairs. This computer gonna stop at 3 hours. It's almost to that point. So ESAU noon. So ESAU noon is at 12 p.m. They morning is at 6 a.m. and they noon is at 12 p.m. That equals 666. So the noon is the sun's peak. The time of the day when you're doing your heavy work, your heavy lifting, most of your work. Let's get it. Let's prove it through the scriptures that the noon, what the noon is. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 55. Psalms 55 and 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. Let's go to Psalms 37:6. Psalms 37:6. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Why I was telling you that? Because the noon is letting you know right there, the noonday is the brightest part of the day. Know what I mean? Let's try going to Zonaville real quick. And I should have searched this out and looked it up last night. It ain't even got noon in here. Yes, it do. But it ain't got no definition. Let's go on here. Let's go on the big boy right here. Let's look up noon. See what noon give you. Let's go over here. Okay. Let's go. Okay, noon. See, it's at the summit. Said to that is up or ultimate. That limits. They say that another definition, the middle of the day. See, Esau throwing this little stuff in there, keeps saying 12 o'clock. As the noonday heat. Where's it up here is telling you summit. Summit means peak. The word summit. like the mountains summit. It's letting you know noon is at the summit that is up or ultimate, that limits. So it's letting you know it's the peak of the sun's height and power for a day is the noon. Let's go to another video. Hope this don't come out good. This video number 3. We're gonna show you right here. Watch for the tail of the sun. It's gonna be at its noon point, and then you're gonna see it when it first start dropping down. Yeah. The phases. You won't see the sun up there. It's going through the morning. It's a time-lapse video. See the morning. It's going through. And you're going to see the sun drop down from its peak in the sky. Still going. The brightest part of the day, you see it start, gets real bright out there. Clouds just disappeared. It's hot. Clouds hold water. When the sun at its height, it evaporates water. Started off, clouds was all right there. That was in the morning time. Clouds done disappeared. It's blazing hot out there. Sun still up there at noon at its peak. It's clear and bright out there. Ain't no more clouds. They done burn the clouds up. The sun's starting to come down from its peak. It's in the middle of the sky. Starting to drop down from its peak. That's the start of the evening right there. That sun starts dropping down, but it's still bright out there. So the evening is not just when the sun go down. It's a phase. See it? The sun done drop down. It dropped down out its noon phase. Starting to leave. It's that evening. See it, that red, that hue. It's still light out there. Is that daytime? No. That's it. But you seen it how it dropped down from its noon position. Just showing you how all this stuff is linking up with the scriptures. You seen it. It was clouds out there in the beginning. It was clouds. Look at the clouds out there in the beginning. See all them clouds and all that? That's the morning time. The sun up in the sky. Look at all them clouds and all that. And then when it got down to the evening, when it got to noontime, right before the noon was over, but during the noon, see how bright it is out there? All the clouds gone. This is the sun at its brightest and hottest out there. Ain't no clouds or nothing. They done burn them up. But it's dropping down. See, it's starting to drop down out its noon phase. It was at the highest that it was. It was way up there past the camera. So noon, I'm proving the noon is the phase. The noon is the phase before evening. That's where that John was at. The Psalms 55 and 17. Let's go back. Psalms 55 and 17. Evening and morning and noon. Evening, then you go through the night, then morning, and then noon, the peak of the day. Then back to evening again. Just breaking down the 7 phases, Israel. Dawn, morning, noon, evening, twilight, nightfall, midnight. And then it does it all over again. All right, we handle the noon. Now we on evening now. Let's go to the evening ladder. Let's go to this evening. So I don't know if this can be clear. The show. It's 2 pictures of the evening right here. It's showing the sun ain't all the way down, but it's leaving. Can't really get a good pic. And then this other pic is shown at the end of evening. That was shown in the middle of the evening. Now it's showing the end of evening when the sun is leaving. It's actually gone right there. There's still light out there and all that. It's going into the twilight phase. It's the end of the evening. But the sun going down. Let's go back. It's another evening phase. It's still light out there. It's that red part of the sky. Right there. Let's go back. It's evening right here. The sun ain't down all the way yet. Oh, getting that jump. You kind of see it right there. It's the hazy red sky. Sun going down. Just proving the evening is the phase when the sun's starting to leave. Like I showed you at noon, the point where the sun had dropped down, it was at its height. It was out the camera, it was up at its highest. Then it dropped down, it was starting to leave. That was the beginning of evening. I showed you some pictures of the middle of evening towards the end of evening. Let's go to got some videos. So ESAU evening started 6 p.m. There we go again. So let's go to Psalms 55 and 17. Evening and morning and noon will I pray and cry aloud. Evening and morning and noon. So we went over dawn, we went over morning, we went over noon. Now we going over evening. That's 4 phases right there. We done covered. Let's go back to Genesis 1 and chapter 4. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day and the darkness night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Just letting you know right there. That's what a day is. Morning to evening. It didn't say evening to morning. It said evening and the morning. But when you read it, darkness he called night and the evening. And the morning was the first day. It's clues right there, man. When you think about it. Let's go to got 2 videos. Video 3 and video 4. Hope this joint will show clear, man. Video 3. Right here, showing it what I showed in my diagram. The sun start and it go to its height. It start the morning when it first, this the horizon. Sun come up, that's morning. Get to its height, that's noon. When it first drop down and start to leave, that's the evening. Then as it goes down, when the lights start to leave, that's the end of evening. Then when the stars first appear, that's the twilight phase. It's just when you in the city, you can't really see it because there's light pollution all around you. But when you down the country, soon as when that evening, you can tell when that evening phase is over, when the sky give you that all blue. And then it go into the black, the darkness. Then it go into the pitch black night. You know what I mean? That's night, the start of nightfall. Let's go to we still in the evening. I showed this video of the sun going through its phase and leaving and all that. Let's go to, was it video 4? 1, 2, 3. Let's go to video 4. Matter of fact, do I need to show that joint again? Let me go speed through it. Alright, let's speed through it. Speed through it. So, the sun is in its noon phase. So it's starting to drop down now. That's when the evening start right there. When that sun first start dropping down, about on his way, it's making his way out the door, it's about to leave. That's the start of the evening phase. You're gonna let it go all the way to the end of the evening. It's still light out there, it's still the evening. Oh, come on, man. See the sun leaving? It's starting to leave. Starting to leave. It's the end of the evening. It's going towards the end of the evening. See, it's that red hazy back there. Starting to get red and hazy. That's the end. That's to let you know that's the end of the evening when the sky getting that phase. And this the same video. This showing the twilight. It ain't blackout, but matter of fact, oh, what video this is? I'm gonna come back to it. So, okay. Now let's go to video 4. We about to see the evening. We about to go through it again. Still on the evening. Sun starting to make his way. You see it? Went through his noon phase. It's starting to make his way. Watch. See that sky? It's going towards the end of the evening. Hold on, what happened? What this? Hold on, man. What just happened? Must have missed it. Sun, see the sun going across the sky right there? It's making its way. It's starting to leave. That's what I was trying to show. It's leaving. That's what the evening look like. When the sun's starting to leave, it's starting to go. This joint about to cut off. I got another video I'm about to show real quick. This right here to really show the evening phase. Just the sun leaving right there. It's in the car. Look, the sun leaving. It's the end of evening. It's still light out there. It's still light out there. But you see that redness in the sky? That's the end of evening right here. This the end of it. It's about to go on a twilight phase where we gonna touch on. I'm about to start back. See that redness in the sky? I'm about to start back up. Camp jump about to cut off. Man, I'm gonna start back up with this video and read the scripture. So, Shabbat Shalom.